Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Destiny from Desphixs and welcome back to another video in the e-commerce project using Django. In this one, we'll get started working with Flutterwave payments in Django. That is what we'll be doing. Hopefully we enjoyed the video and learned something new. So let's get started. I want you to begin by opening up your code editor and I want you to go over to views py and just down here beneath all the functions, let's create a new one called Flutterwave underscore payments underscore callback. Just so you know, it's the same thing as verify. We could even go ahead and stick to the verification name, Flutterwave payment verify or callback. Anyone is going to work, okay? So then go ahead and pass in requests and also order underscore ID. And then all we need to do is fetch the order just like we've been doing. And we also need to fetch something that will be related to reference. So let me take that to piece of code. And that thing that will be related to reference will be called txref. Okay, so tx underscore ref. So each of these platforms have what they call their own payments validation ID. This one is called txref. So after this, let's go ahead and compile the headers. I think I already have headers when we worked with this, so I could just take this and put it down there. But instead of this, it should be Flutterwave private key. Very good. So when you have done this, now let's go ahead and make a response, a request. I'll save the response in a variable called response, and I'll make a requests.get to this API in an F formatted string, https column /api.flutterwave.com/v3/charges/verify underscore by underscore ID. Then you need to put a slash, then pass in the txref. And after that, that's everything we want to do. Go ahead and pass in headers, should be headers. All clear. So now that's everything I would actually want to do. Let's just go ahead and check if response dot status code. So if response dot status code is equal to 200. Please hold on. Let me quickly hop over to the Flutterwave official documentation to make sure that this is correct. I seem to be forgetting the actual key that they need. Flutterwave verify transaction. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. This. So I actually forgot the exact verification key that will be used if actually payment gets verified. So yeah, when a payment gets verified using this API, to verify a payment, we need to use the verification endpoint. So please, let's hop over to the verification endpoint. This is it here. Okay, if you want to verify by reference, this is the one you use here. Yeah, I knew I was missing out. I was missing something. So this one is when you want to verify with transaction ID. If you want to verify with verification with reference, is done by sending a get request to this. The txref should be passed as a query parameter for this call. Okay, so that means we need to take this. So let's take this endpoint and put it over here. This is a little bit different from what I initially did. So this is verified by reference. txref needs to be passed as a query parameter, which means it's got to look like this. txref be equal to then txref. Okay, good. So then this is what we get. This is what we will get back. So if status is success, let me see if that is it. Yes. So if status is success, that's only when we actually want to grant item. So if response.status Let me firstly convert this to JSON. So response data should be equal to response.json, and we want to check if response data, and then we grab status is equal to success, which you can obviously see here. Hold on, let me see something. See, this one over here isn't what we are supposed to deal with. We are supposed to deal with this one here that says status successful. Yeah, this one is just like the message that will get returned if we fetched this successfully, not the actual message that shows if payment was made. Hopefully you understand. So to access that, you need to say if response.data.status, which is this one here, this one, if it's equal to successful. So if it's equal to successful, then what do we want to do? Let's go ahead and grant them access to their order. So you could take all this here and just down here, paste it. Please indent all this. Okay, this one should just be over here. So if it's not success, then I return them back to field. Okay, so this is exactly what I wanted to do. Now let's go ahead and open up the checkout HTML and get back here. So there you go. Now we need to change up a couple of things, like the Flutterwave public key. We will need to add that in the checkout. Remember how we've been doing it. So over here, this one is going to be Flutterwave public key. And from the settings, you want to make sure to grab the Flutterwave public key and put it down here. And make sure that you take this key now, which is this key. This one is a key. This one is a value. Hopefully, you know. So take this key over here. And in the checkout HTML, replace it with this. So it should be over here. Okay. Now, same thing happens for the user email. Replace it with order.address.email. Same thing is also going to happen for the customer full name. So you want to replace it with order. That should be address.full_name. Same thing is going to happen with the order ID. Order.order_ID. Amount in NGN should be. Remember when we converted that, if you want to put it in USD, if you want to pay in USD, then you can send this in USD. If you want to pay in Naira, you can send it in Naira. But let's pay in USD. So I'll just say order.total. Okay. And for this redirection URL, we need to spin up ngrok for this, because for some reason, Flutterwave returns an error if you're trying to redirect while on localhost. Don't worry, I'll show you this. So for the order ID here, it should be order dot, that should be a curly bracket. So it should be order dot order ID. Good. For this one, let's go ahead and spin up an ngrok server. So I'll say ngrok http 8000. Now you see that we'll spin up a new URL, a new hosted URL. And actually, ngrok is hiring. In case you're interested, you could check them out. So over here, you could see, why can't I find it? Let me scroll up a bit. Okay, can you see this endpoint here? So I'm going to take this. Now that's a hosted endpoint for us. And I'm going to put it over here. Over here. Okay, so in case you don't have ngrok, please hop over to their official website, ngrok.com. Download the executable file, run it, and you can actually just look up some tutorials online to see how it gets installed. It's actually simple and very straight to the point. And after you've installed it in your terminal, you should be able to use the ngrok keyword. Okay. For any reason you still can't get it, let me know. I'll compile a document, step-by-step documents for you that should guide you to actually setting up ngrok. All right. So with that out of the way, that's everything that we want to do. Let's just see what we have left. I think we don't actually have anything left. Let's go ahead and try this out. So I'm going to get back here to my main terminal, open up my Chrome one more time, and order has been cleared. Let's go ahead and add some items to the cart again, just to make sure we have something to work with. I'll add this one to the cart and get back to the cart page, proceed to the checkout. And over here, I just want to click on Flutterwave payments, and there you go. It's opening up the Flutterwave page for us. So now you need to put in a card over here. Just go ahead and browse for Flutterwave test cards. You can see over here, I'm going to grab this one, or you can click on this to open up the test card. But I have grepper installed, so it gets the information that I need for me. I'm going to take that and over here, put it. This one should be 0932, exactly 0932, okay? Even if you look at this, you should see that should be it. Then this should be 123 or whatever you want to put there. Then go ahead and pay. Then click on proceed. Then put in some random PIN and submit OTP. Now it's going to redirect us back to the NG Rock and payments. Let's visit site. Payment is still trying to be verified. Okay. So you need to take this. If you don't want to take this and explicitly put it in the settings PY, like this, look for the allowed host. See the allowed host. You could paste this in here like this, or you could put in a star to accept any URL for now in development. After your server reloads, you could get back here and refresh this page, visit site again. Oh, wow. Let me see. I don't actually think that this should be the issue anymore. Let's give this page a total refresh. Okay. I'm gonna go to the endpoints of the NG Rock like this, and let me make sure that my server has been reloaded so that I don't have this bug. Now see that's working. So NG Rock is actually a fast, free, and easy way to share your website with anyone around the world without having to host it on an actual server. But for it to work, you just need to make sure that this server is running on your PC. So I'm going to add to cart. Get back to my cart page. Let me firstly log in. So when I try logging in, you can see that I'm getting this error. To fix it in your settings PY, you need to add this line of code, CSRF trusted origins. Okay. And I want to trust all of these origins over here. So that means we can try logging in again. And I'm going to put in destiny@gmail.com. And password, destiny321. There you go. I'm now logged in. So when you get back to the order page and reload, let me get back to that order page. When you get back here and reload, you can now see my address are coming in. So I'll hit select address, and I have 2 of those items now. So I want to remove them. Okay. Let me go ahead, add this. Okay, this is working well. Then I'm going to proceed to checkout again, and I'm going to pay with Flutterwave. So go ahead and put in the card, put in the expiry date and the CVV. And then I'm going to proceed and enter some OTP over here and submit. Okay, this is very good. This is actually okay. Now, the only issue might be coming from the fact that we haven't registered this in the URL. So please go ahead and register this. And after that, allow your server to reload. Let's reload this again. Perfect. So payment has been made. I just received the notification now that payment has been made on Flutterwave. If you get back here and reload, you should see payments marked as paid. Very good. Can you see this one? Paid. This one that shows processing and shows processing with the last two that we weren't able to pay for, but this one now has been paid. That is pretty much it. Integrating payments with Flutterwave is actually very simple and straight to the point. If you're able to perfectly verify your payments using the verification endpoint, you should be good to go. If there is anything we are missing, don't worry, I'm going to make follow-up tutorials to cover them. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, that's going to be it. I hope to see you in the next video. And until then, I'd love, peace out.